I'm Soukaina Raoui from the Laboratory of Social and Solidarity Economy, Governance and Development at Ayad University, Marrakesh, Morocco. I'm very pleased to present our communication, Impact of Women's Cooperatives on Women's Employment in Morocco. Currently, the employment of women is a priority for public action in Morocco. Equality between men and women in economic life is a human right and a bid for sustainable development and economic growth, especially since women represent 50% of the Moroccan population, but the obstacles that prevent them from being empowered to participate in economic activity are numerous, such as illiteracy, the difficulty of access to the labor market, and wage disparity. Currently, the research on territorial inequalities is converging on the decisive role of cooperative entrepreneurship. This type of entrepreneurship contributes to the reduction of binary inequalities through the creation of jobs, the reduction of poverty, and the economic empowerment of women in their families and within their communities. Women can amply contribute to the development of societies when the factors of conversion have enabled her to transform her capabilities into real freedoms. At the local scale, the cooperative sector plays a very important role in the empowerment of Moroccan women and their integration into the economic fabric, especially in rural areas where women continue to suffer from poverty and social exclusion. The emergence and the effectiveness of women's cooperatives were complementary to the public action of the state. Our concern is to test how cooperative entrepreneurship can contribute to women's empowerment and the reduction of territorial gender inequalities in Morocco. What is the role for public action ENDH? The estimation of women's empowerment factors is based on the acquisition of three capabilities. To know relates to the range of educational capabilities available to women. To power relates to the capabilities of women to participate in the labor market, and to want relates to women's capabilities to participate in public life. To explain the factors that impede women's empowerment by the multidimensional poverty rate for women, we use the number of women's cooperatives by provinces, 2014, cooperatives members by province, female population, average age at the first marriage, urbanization rate, and NDH, which is the National Human Development Initiatives proportion of municipalities in the province that have benefited from public action in DH1 and 2. To explain the nature of relationship between these variables, we mobilize the analysis through spatial econometrics. The results of spatial autocorrelations showed the positive and significant coefficient for women in multidimensional poverty rate between 2004 and 2014. The provinces that associate the highest multidimensional poverty rates for women are always surrounded by provinces that follow the same pattern. According to the empirical results, provinces with more women cooperative members have less multidimensional poverty among women. Therefore, the NDH targeting for provinces with high women's poverty. In fact, rural women are thus represented as less empowered in Morocco, but the power of the independent variables that have a significant coefficient, which is women, which are women cooperative members in the age, urbanization rate, to explain the dependent variable, which is multidimensional poverty of rate of women, possess a relationship with the value of these variables for their contiguous. The most Appropriate estimator is that of the spatial model, which allows us to reject the null hypothesis. This study has confirmed that the role of cooperatives cannot be limited at the microeconomic level by improving the empowerment of women, a very specific role in the macroeconomic environment for the reduction of territorial gender inequalities. The targeting necessary to optimize the impact of public action developed to promote cooperative entrepreneurship. Similarly, for a better survival of women's cooperative created, it is necessary to strengthen the capacity building of the support ecosystem. We recommended to continue the process of targeting and encouraging of the creation of cooperatives for municipalities that not targeted by the action of ENDH in Morocco. Strengthen supports actions, in particular the Murafaqa programs for women's cooperatives in rural areas, and improve marketing action through the digitalization of cooperative services in Morocco to maintain their survival in case of crisis. Thank you for your attention.